What's good, family? It's your man, the YB, back once again. Oh no, oh no, we got some breaking news right now regarding your man's Adrien Broner. He broken 100%. I spoke to Adrien Broner's pops and he told me, listen, he going down to the name registry on Monday. Yeah, he gonna change around a few letters. He must be called Broner. He broke, number one, he broken mentally, and number two, he genuinely broke now. Yeah, about broke, not about billions. Listen, there was a time back in 2014, Adrien Broner was all in the video punking billionaire Jay-Z, talking about, oh man, you know, it's about billions. $50 million for 6 fights. Who you think you are? I'm a boss. I'm Adrien Broner. I'm about billions. I got a TV show called About Billions. Oops. He about broke right now, yeah? All the way broke. Big facts. Adrien Broner. Here we go then. What new does Adrien Broner have to say? Oh man, I'm going through it right now. A lot at this oh man, I'm going through a lot at this moment in my life, and you know, but I ain't gonna give up. I set some more goals and I ain't stopping until I finish what I started. But you know, I'm sorry to say this, but I'm not fighting August 20th. Hashtag about Broner, about Adrien Broner, about brokenness, 100%, about billions, about brokenness. Yeah, he a broken man, and I ain't gonna lie to you. RYB, you shouldn't celebrate someone's downfall. I ain't celebrating nothing. Let's not forget, people, he was the one flushing $100 bills down the toilet, and people will say things like, well, YB, that's his right. All the goofy weird ass man fans trying to suck Broner off at the time. Oh, that's his money, he can do what he wants with his money. Yeah, you can. And now it's all gone. Goobers like the YB have every right to come on here and clown you. Yeah? Because all that clown behaviour you had, not showing no respect to the value of a dollar, and now look at you, washed up. Yeah, washed up and down bad. Oops. So, he's pulled out. I mean, after all that, let's not forget, Adrien Broner, he slagged off Steven Espinoza for not doing a real press conference. Well, I'm sorry, but it's just as well they didn't do a real press conference, because if they did, they'd have lost even more money. People forget, when big main events fall through, all the infrastructure, setting up the event, renting the thing, all these things just go by the wayside. These companies take a huge loss when main events pull out. It seriously impacts the profitability of the show. Even if you reschedule, there are sunk costs. Yeah, there's costs you can't get back. I'm not being funny, but Broner isn't exactly Floyd Mayweather 2015. He washed when it comes to it. When you look at the numbers, Adrien Broner is washed. The only thing that may have redeemed him was some sort of comeback. However, that's the negative side. Equally, I respect Broner. Why? I respect him because clearly he has reached rock bottom. Yeah, there was a time he would have tried to stunt his way out of it. Oh man, you know, well, I may have pulled out, but you know, my wrist, I got 200 on the wrist. I got 150 on the pinky. That's what he would have been saying in the past. Yeah. Now, he ain't got the judge been took all his pinky rings. Yeah, the judge been took all of his 200 on the wrist, looking super cold. Yeah, Adrien Broner would have told you before he got 250 on the wrist and it's super cold. Yeah, the Eskimos have been in contact. They want some of that. Yeah, Eskimos can't get it as cold as the 250 on Adrien Broner's wrist. That's what he was saying. That's how he was moving. That's how he was stunting. Look, I mean, look at that. Can you believe that? Yeah. This shows you that the Lord works in mysterious ways. Because look, no sooner than I said that, this pic comes up, and no doubt he explaining what he got. Here we go. Let's listen.
I ain't doing nothing too major today.
I know. So
Yeah.
why don't you do what you gotta do, and then Fortune will tell me
I'm ready. You said, hold on, Elliot. How much on this wrist, Elliot?
$500,000.
Huh?
Half a ticket. Just this. You know what I'm saying? Figure it out. We got another 100 right here. It's another 40. It's another 15. It's another 70. What's another 100 in the ears? He's not even talking about the safe.
Now, just quickly, I'm going to digress or quickly detour here, but I want to ask you a question. How many of these dons do you think?
Figure it out. We got another 100 right here. It's another 40. It's another 15.
How many of these cats, yeah, and in particular, yeah, obviously YouTube, I can't say certain things. All I'll say is peep the nose, yeah. How many of these nosy dons do you think are still knocking around Adrien Broner right now? Obviously, this cat here with the nose is a jeweler. Yeah? Now this don has milked Adrien Broner. I mean, how ridiculous. He put $500,000 on his wrist. Clown. Yeah? And guess what? When you best believe when Adrien Broner goes back to this nosy don here, yeah, and says to him, yo bro, I'm down bad. I need to trade in this jewellery. My man here will look at him and say, listen, sorry bro, there ain't no resale value. Yeah, that thing on your wrist that I charged you 500 for, that's selling for scrap right now. I'll give you 5 for it. I'm telling you now, that's how it works. When you go in there and buy some next zesty customized chain and you try to take it back, it only sells for scrap. It's worthless. Yeah, you buy it for 500 and at scrap value, it's worth 5 grand, soaking wet. That's how it works. Yeah, these cats here, Mr. Hooky, they know, they see these squares coming. They see them coming from miles off. Adrien Broner never had it like that. Who do you think you are to put $1 million in jewellery? Like, you weren't making money like that. Adrien Broner, yeah, was making 1-2 mil here and there. The fuck? Who puts half of their yearly income? Don't forget, people, Uncle Sam takes half. Oops. So if you made $5 million a year, Uncle Sam taking 2.5. That leaves you with 2.5. And Adrien's put $1 million of his yearly income, at best, on his wrist. That, by the way, the resale value is close to zero as you can get. These guys buy all these fake, not fake, but they buy all these AP watches. And then they ruin them with all this bullshit bust down, aka scam down. Yeah, I told you before, these certain cats, yeah, these nosy cat dons, they see these square hood dudes coming. And they give them all, they tell them, yeah, this is VVS. Yeah, this is V1, whatever it is. This is FVS, all them top ones. Yeah, this is flawless, 100%. And these hood nicks don't know what they're getting. Yeah, they tell you it's F1 and you get some next, I don't know, VVS 3 or whatever it is, some dead thing. Yeah, full of inclusions. No good. But you would know. Oh man, I got 600 on the wrist. I'm icy. Yeah, you're broke now. Oops. You're broke. You got no hose, and it's interesting. Adrien Broner, before pulling out, actually posted up another picture which kind of hinted that he was going through it. He said, as a man, you can never be broke and lazy. As a man, we create our own opportunities. No man gets the bag by sitting on the couch all day long. A man is not loved unconditionally. A man is loved under the certain conditions that he provides something. So this shows you, people, yeah? Clearly AB is going through it with the coin. Yeah? AB, when he was perceived to be on top, he had all the hood bitches. He was making pornos, he was feeding himself. Now he dusty. He finding out he ain't who he thought he was. Yeah? He realised now that it's all a myth. Chicks don't like you, they like the coin you've got in your pocket. Oops. Yeah? Welcome to reality, boss man. It's unfortunate that it took you to fall off to this degree to find out, but welcome back to the rest of us. Down bad. Yeah, 100%. To be honest, it's worse. It's one thing, yeah, I'm broke. I've never had no big money like that. But it's like when you've had it and you've blown the bag and you're washed up, that's the worst way to go out. Do you know what I'm saying? It's one thing to fall off. Well, it's one thing to be broke because you've always been broke. It's a whole other thing to be broke because you've lost it all. Wow. How can you lose? Broner conservatively will have pocketed 10 million. If you add up net of taxes, I reckon 10 million has flowed through Broner's hands. But it's not rocket science, people. On that one day, 8 years ago, Broner had $1 million of jewellery on his wrist, on his hands. Ridiculous. That's how it goes. This man, on one particular day, from one particular year, spent $1 million, 10% of his total income on jewellery. And that's just what we saw. Most likely, he probably had $4 million worth of jewellery. Clown. And then, no doubt, he will have had multiple $3, $4, $5 million properties. One in Miami, one in Cali, one in New York, one here. It adds up. And before you know it, you've got $30 million in real estate liabilities. It's all well and good. Yeah, no problem. Next thing you know, you're washed up. You ain't got no income coming in. And the judge, you owe the judge a couple mil. Yeah, you owe the judge a few tickets. Yeah, Mr. Julie, oh yeah, oh man, you know, that's half a ticket. Yeah, now you owe a few half tickets. How about that, clown? He going through a lot right now. Well, here we are. Yeah, he washed up. What can we say? Welcome back to earth. About Broner. All you can do at this point is bask in it. And it must be difficult. Imagine going from that height. Yeah, you got all the bitches, you got all the jewellery, and now you're back on earth. Don't no one want you no more. Even Floyd. We've all seen the comments of Adrien Broner begging it with Floyd. Adrien Broner a few weeks ago was seen in Floyd Mayweather's comment section telling him, "Oh, big bro, I could really use a friend right now." Guess what? Floyd, Mr. Napoleon complex have an ass. Yeah, he loves seeing AB down bad. Yeah? Oops. No real friends. Celebrity friends. Instagram friends. Floyd Mayweather is an Instagram friend. He didn't ever care about AB. Floyd was scared at the time that AB might eclipse him. Floyd ain't stupid. He is Napoleon 101. Keep your enemies close. That's what Floyd was doing with AB. The same way he's done it with Tank. Don't forget, Floyd actually tried to manage AB. He wanted to keep him all the way down. The same way he do in Tank. He don't want someone to come up and eclipse him. And even eventually, AB even said that. But obviously now, he washed up. He needs some coin badly. He need that handout badly from Floyd. Yeah, look at this clown here. But no, end of the day, AB got no one to blame but himself. Only a muppet puts $2 million in jewellery on themselves. I mean, if you're a billionaire, go for it. But these weird ass dudes with their weird ass income spending it like they're a billionaire. Clown. He got no one to blame but himself. He's got no sympathy from me. But I'm going through a lot at this moment. What the F you going through? Yeah? You blew it all. That's on you. Life gave you everything and you blew it all. But I'm going through a lot. Yeah? The world passed you the game and you managed to blow it. Looking like LeBron in the 6th, 100%. Adrien Broner is a LeBron in the 6th, have an ass. Blew it, 100%. Do you understand? Now, I mean, he washed. Where are he going from here? Nowhere. That's where he's going. And if he's not careful, Showtime will just stop effing with him. You can't be pulling out when you're in the position he's in. He needed to turn up for this fight. And I guess the problem is, Adrien Broner knows now how important this fight is to him. He knows he can't lose. That is a different pressure. It's one thing, yeah, going into a fight and having 10 million in the bank. At which point, you know, win, lose or draw, I'm still set for life. It's a whole nother ball game when you've got negative assets and your life literally depends on the W. You'll never feel ready. Here we are. I'm not sure what to say. It was only a few weeks ago Adrien Broner was saying he was feeling better than ever. Anyway, AB needs to go and talk to someone, talk it through with a professional, and that's the only advice. Yeah, stop spending your money like you're some big dog. Save the coin you make. And to be honest, in AB's position, he can still make 10 times more than most of us can in one night's work. Even on Adrien Broner's worst day, he will still be making 500 grand, I reckon. That puts him in the top 1% of earners in the USA. That's not bad. Now, it's not the, oh man, I got half a ticket on the wrist. It's not half a ticket on the wrist lifestyle. But trust me, if you're smart, if I was AB, I'd go away to the lab, I'd put 6 months in, and then I'd plan on fighting every 4 months, every 4 months until I'm 40 years old. And yeah, it's going to be a hard-ass task. Not as nice as you thought it would be, mister. I'm turning down 50 million for 6 fights. It's not going to be like that anymore, but that's a plan to get yourself back to. I mean, how many of us, man, are going to be retired at 40? Close to none. So he's still got a whole bunch of prospects. I bet I'm going through a lot. You ain't really going through shit, truth be known. You think you're going through a lot, because you ain't got half a ticket on the wrist no more, clown. And that's why I don't have no sympathy for these celebrity cats, because they're all the same. They're all caught up in their own little bubble, thinking that, oh, my jeweler Ellie rang me and I can't afford to buy a ticket on the wrist, so oh man, I got a ticket on the neck and I got half a ticket on it. Weird ass dudes, man. But yeah, the one bit of respect I'll give to him is the fact that at least he's acknowledged it. A lot of clowns today pull out and they fall off, acting like nothing happened. So respect him for owning it. It is what it is.